back. You're watching Classic Car Revivals. And I picked this thing up, what was it, yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's time to start doing something with it.
It's been
here
sitting
long
for
enough.
way too long.
Yeah, way too long. Actually, the guy said it's been sitting for like 3 years. But it is a 99 S10 extended cab short bed. So my plan is to rip everything out of my black one and put it in here. Part of the reason is it's already got a triangulated four-link, so basically what a Mustang has, you know. So it should work pretty good on the street / strip. And I'm hoping I can get my big tires back here, which they're going to be close. If not, I might, bring everything in a little bit, notch it for a little extra room. And all the stuff under the hood's already been ripped out. Everything I would have had to do on that thing has already been taken care of. So I'll be able to get my engine in, my big headers, all that fun stuff. And it's sitting on air ride, which I might have said that already. So all that's got to come out. So tonight we'll walk through it, we'll look at it, we'll see if we find any goodies inside. And I'm looking around, there's tons of air fittings. So some of this stuff might end up going in the Impala.
The air ride stuff?
Yeah. Well, since mine's already plumbed, but the nice thing is it's got this thing over here. This is supposed to be some fancy air solenoid thingy that plugs in and you can do multiple things with it. But it's an 8 switch. Well, that's more than 8. That's 10 switches.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 switch system. So that would simplify what I got going on in the Impala, because I got lines ran from the tank to the solenoid, then to the lines. So this would be able to be mounted in the trunk, and then I just have to run a wire to it. So.
Nice.
But yeah, it's low miles. I think he said it's got 130,000 miles on it. It's actually a really clean truck. It's got some dents, but I don't care about that. They did the door handle delete, and then they got, it's got the but that's coming out, which was nice. They didn't weld these in. They just glued them in and then bonded over them, so I can get a door handle back in there. Because for drag racing, if you crash, they need to be able to get inside the truck. So without door handles, that'd make it a little hard. But I'll pop the hood. Maybe. I don't remember how he said to do it. I guess there's a cable down here somewhere. There it is. Gotta grab pliers. Fingers ain't strong enough. Where'd it go?
It's right there.
I don't even see in there.
It's a little dark.
It's got the mighty 2.2 liter 4-cylinder with a 5-speed. But yeah, he's already got the inner fenders out. Heater box has been taken out. He's got a smaller brake booster on there, which is going to help me because then I can get my big headers on there. So now I just got to reverse engineer all the air ride stuff, get all ripped out. Because I do have an extra set of springs and shocks off another S10 frame I have.
Not the Rabbit.
Well, I could probably use a couple of them springs in the back, actually, just to get rid of the air ride, because it leaks down after a couple minutes, a couple hours, but yeah, this is one of the funnest parts, though. Right on the ground. And it's cool, but I already got one car on air ride, so I don't need another one. But yeah, I kind of wonder if some of those springs, I could just take the bags out and just put them springs in there temporarily, so I don't have to constantly air it up and to be able to work on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to do something with the shocks. I got to maybe build a pedestal that comes back and then a bar that goes across to get shocks in it straight up and down. Or maybe this one will even work if I move the shock brackets in. So, yeah. What was I thinking? You didn't try to talk me out of it, so I blame you too.
I did not.
Well, I'll get this passenger door opened up and see what kind of goodies we can find. I did get this from a nice gentleman named Joe. Real nice guy. Very helpful. I'm hoping if I need help with the air ride on the Impala that I can call him because he knows all about this stuff and I know nothing. So. Got a battery box for the back. That's what he told me.
Can't
Well,
really see in there.
Yeah, it's dark. But I was snooping earlier and I found this, so thanks Joe for the Milwaukee adjustable wrench. If you want it back, you gotta subscribe. But yeah, I don't know. Dash is about ready to come out, which is all positive stuff. It makes it way easier for me, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's just less work I gotta do on that. So, Whiskey Dents wants that truck. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I might take all the air ride stuff out of this and just send it with that truck, or put my 383 back in that truck and sell it as a driver. I don't know. Comment below, let me know what you think. Except Whiskey Dents, because he's gonna be like, I want it as cheap as possible, so don't do anything to it. Except strip it.
Yep.
Oh, and it's the 4-door. The back doors open out. So, yeah, I'm excited about this. I want longer wheelbase for my truck. Because I think something with a little longer wheelbase would work great on the street. So, especially if we're doing more of this no prep airport racing. So yeah, I'm going to get busy on this, and I guess we'll probably pick up filming tomorrow when I got more stuff situated. I didn't have much time to mess with it tonight. But yeah, I think that's going to be a plan. Figure, get a plan for tonight and start tearing it into it tomorrow. I'd like to get the engine and tranny out. Maybe get my truck in here, get the engine and transmission out of that. Or I might use that built power plant I got. Oh, that
really
was smooth. Yeah. I just wanted to say hello. He hasn't been on camera in a while, have you? Say hi, Diablo. My shop lion.
Nuh-uh, he's the shop panther.
Oh, he's a shop. He's a mean one. Yeah. He's just waiting for me to die so he can eat my nose and my lips. Yeah. All right. We'll film when we got a lot more going on. Got the redneck lift in this thing now. Couple cedar logs. That'll hold it off the ground. Whenever you're working with air ride, sure you block it up because you accidentally knock a line off or something, these drop fast. Fast enough to squish you.
Yeah.
I actually know a couple people that have passed away because of that. These are out of the Volkswagen. They were a little bit long, and I don't want to cut them just to make them fit here. We'll just use these blocks for now. Tomorrow, I'm going to dig into the front end, get all that air ride ripped off, and put the springs back in that other front end I got. And I want to get the box ripped off, and then get the gas tank removed, bolt the air tanks back here, get all that stuff out of the way, and then start mocking up for my whatever I need for my shocks. Coilovers is what I'm going to run, so yeah, I'm excited. This thing's going to be fun. Hopefully as fast as my other one. A little bit heavier, but I'm going to remove a lot more stuff, so it should be lighter. Hopefully. That truck went down last weekend. I went 11:14 at 118 miles an hour. On the top end, I only had like 20 pounds of oil pressure, so I shut it down, loaded up, came home. Something going on, not enough oil pan maybe, or my oil pickup tube fell off. But I'll address that when I get the engine out, rip the pan off, see what it looks like. So yeah, so tomorrow we'll get busy on the front end and get the engine ripped out. So I'm just out here fiddling around in the garage. It's a long day at work. I actually don't know why I'm out here, but to keep the people entertained.
Well, if you don't get out here, you can't get anything done.
Yeah, that's true. Look at that monster 1-core radiator this thing has in it.
It looks pretty skinny.
Yeah, it is. But it's only a little tiny 4-cylinder. This is actually the same. Well, the one I run my S10 is a little bit, it's like a 2-core. And that actually, I don't know, it stays cool. So, for the most part. But my plan is to get the engine yanked out. I got the front of the truck in there. I'm going to pull these airbags out of the front too. And tomorrow after work when it's daylight, I will pull the springs out of the front of my other S10 frame. But yeah. So if anybody needs a 2.2 liter, with probably some, it's supposed to be a Chevy engine, but who knows with these, it could be Isuzu or something goofy. Yeah, 2.2 with a 5-speed for sale, dirt cheap. And then you come get it probably free because I have no use for it. You start a timer and see how long it takes me to pull this engine. Oh, I'm out of gas for my torches, so it's gonna take a little longer. I think it'd have some vacuum leaks. Yeah,
Yikes.
that's not supposed to be.
Brittle.
Yeah, I'm draining the coolant out and I spilled a bunch of my favorite crock.
You like the left one better than the right
Yes, that's why my left one is my favorite.
one? Interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to keep unhooking stuff. I want to leave it complete. Everything I want. Power steering, everything's going to stay on it. And as soon as I get the radiator out, we're going to pull the front clip off and just yank the whole works out as one. Probably take the old Sawzall to the motor mount bolts, or motor mounts, and cut them off. So, yeah, I finished getting this radiator out and hoses off and keep spilling a bunch of coolant on the floor. That's always a good time. Why are you giving me that look? Did I do something wrong?
No. Well, coolant on the floor.
Well, you know, I usually these face down, and I wasn't even thinking, you know, the frame's right below the drain, so as soon as I popped it out, my leg's right here, and it shot out sideways. So yeah, you can blame me for that.
I am.
This has a power steering cooler in it? Wow, that must really get hot. It needs a cooler. Strange. And this is why you get leaky power steering on these newer trucks. Because you got your line, then it goes into a cooler and then back, and it's just extra stuff to fail. Old trucks never had power steering coolers.
Oh, they also didn't have power steering, so.
Yeah, they did. There's lots of trucks that have power steering. Lots. Don't pick on me. I'm grumpy.
I noticed.
Yeah. Well, YouTube, I'm getting 3 views an hour on everything I got out. I got like 100 episodes out. And, you know, did a survey the other day. Do you think it's fair that YouTube makes it equal for small YouTubers compared to big YouTubers? No, it's not fair. How's it fair? I'm out here putting in the work every week. I'm venting. I'm done. I'm done venting. I like YouTube. I like the platform. I like the people that watch my YouTube. Especially you, Glenn. You see Ketch Tanner's short? He opened his drawer and he's like, this is 1776's favorite wrench. this is a spark plug remover, and then he grabbed another one just like it. And this is for other motor mount bolts. And kid's funny. So yeah, I'm gonna get the front end ripped off, and we'll kick that thing back on when it's time to rip this engine out. Weight reduction up front. Should be pretty light up here now, huh?
Oh yeah.
It actually kind of looks like they came in here and added this steel to it, so I wonder if they cut the pockets up. I'll have to go look at the other one, but I hope not, because that makes my job harder. So if that's the case, it's getting a weld-on front K member. Gets rid of all the big stuff in the way of, you know, big oil pan and that kind of stuff, which my engine needs anyway. So. But slowly making progress. It's getting late. I think it's time for dinner. Might resume tomorrow when I go to yank this powerhouse out. I was just doing some research on it. 625 inch-pounds of torque. It's pretty impressive.
Nice.
145 millimeters of horsepower.
Perfect. I like millimeters of horsepower.
Yeah. It's actually 155 Shetland ponies.
Those guys are tough.
Yeah. Well, it's like 10 drafts. So. And not the beer variety.
How about the Sulas? How many Sulas is it?
I'm not going to talk about that. I think it's a moose.
She's not a moose.
That horse is a moose. All right. We'll do stuff tomorrow. Well, it's time to yank this thing out. Pretty sure earlier I said I'm probably going to end up cutting the motor mounts. Well, I cut the motor mounts. Apparently you got to take these, unbolt them from the transmission, lift them straight up and down. Well, I'm not going to do that, so... Dust shield in the way? Heat shield? Something? They don't make them easy to come out, do they?
I guess not.
Everything's loose. Jack higher? Oh, it's starting to move. I bet I could drop the transmission now. Might have to cut a little more of that exhaust off. Starter's holding it in. Just how my day is going. Why? High enough. Well, do I cut the back of this motor mount off too? I'm probably dumping transmission fluid all over the floor. No, not yet. Yeah, I'm gonna get that the rest of the way out of the way, and then the engine should come out. Did I show this before?
I don't think so. You showed it to me, but...
Yeah, the new fancy coolant that they insist on running. Apparently that's what it does. This engine would have overheated. Well, there's a puddle of tranny fluid on the floor. I usually don't get this mad at an engine, but it's just being stubborn. Looks like I got floor dry, right? You didn't need that line. I also didn't unhook the fuel lines either. That's what's holding me up. Could be, could be. Probably is. They might unhook on their own, right? I'll return after I get this taken care of. It's coming out now. Maybe. Ooh. Lower down a little bit now. Look like it's just a drag truck, right?
Yeah.
This is how I was hoping it'd come out in one chunk so it wouldn't dump fluid everywhere, but yeah. But I don't quit working. Oh, there goes the backup light. Hey, it's hanging. I did it. Anybody need one? Free. Come get it. I hope you enjoyed this unabridged episode of Classic Car Revivals. It's just been a long week. I'm tired. Had enough. Just want the weekend to come. Which thank God it's tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, yeah. So I really do appreciate everybody. Who are we doing for the channel of the week?
I don't know.
We haven't showed Honest Peyton Speed Shop any love lately, so Chad and Peyton, you are the shop of the week, channel of the week. Yeah, thanks again. We'll be back on this thing sometime this winter. I gotta get the other one in here, get that. I will definitely finesse that engine out of there way nicer than I did with this one. But I got some things I want to trim, make it easier for the engine to go in and for the transmission to come out if I have to, you know, change the transmission at some point, because these have that big lip there right down here. There's this lip here. I'd like to do something with that because that gets in the way of the bell housing bolts. I don't know. I'll probably just beat it over with a hammer. That's about something I do, huh? So, but yeah, make sure to go check out all my other friends. They're down below. You know, don't shake your head at me. The camera's dying? We don't care. It's not gonna die. OCD, not for me. So yeah, we'll see you next Friday.